I'm with Steve Wright, VE7CT. You're 9 days away, travelling to Amsterdam Island. What is the shack going to look like at your end?
Well, from my understanding, there are two shacks that are going to be some probably 3/4 of a mile to a mile apart, and both of them are rather small. The one that is going to be at the higher elevation, where our 160-meter antennas and 80-meter antennas are going to be, is so small that it probably would, I would say, would probably be about the same size of my dining room. It will contain 2 or 3 tables in it and 2 small beds. No refrigerator or anything like that. Everyone will be fairly cramped together. As far as the seating arrangements are concerned, I really don't know, but I suspect probably something like plastic chairs that are used in a person's garden, that sort of thing. Equipment-wise, we will probably have K3 transceivers, some with dual receive capabilities. Also PA 500, all from Elecraft, which is a 500-watt solid-state amplifier, and a multitude of antennas outside, which we're all going to have to be able to put up, I think, probably the first day that we're there. Sleeping arrangements are going to be such that in order that we do not have voice or single sideband operation disturbing those who are off shift and trying to sleep at night, will probably be relocated to CW and RTT wire digital communications. This is so that with headphones on, etc., there will not be any sort of interference to people trying to sleep. We are not allowed to travel at night on the island between the 2 main cabins, the other one being back down at shore level, and as a result, this means that we're probably going to have longer shifts at night for the individual operators who are up there, and the ability to at least be able to sleep for a couple of hours until daylight when shift changes can take place.
Now, when you say at night, in what context, what time zone is Amsterdam Island in?
It's halfway between Cape Town and Australia, I believe, and if you look directly south of India, you'll find Amsterdam Island, and it is about UTC +5, I believe. Being as far south as we're going to be, of course, our daylight hours are going to be longer than perhaps it is in Perth. It's close to the Antarctic Circle, as likely people who have researched or looked at Google Earth, etc., to see just exactly where Amsterdam Island is, will know that we're not that far north of the Antarctic Circle.
So you're going to bring your winter woolies?
No. I've looked at this from the standpoint being a North American, and I live in British Columbia, on the coast of British Columbia. We are at about a 49-degree parallel north, parallel of latitude, and down there it's about 37 degrees south. So it would probably equate to being on about the same latitude as Northern California or Southern Oregon is, and as a result, we expect that we'll probably get cooler weather in terms of what you experience in Perth, and as well, we expect it to be probably wetter because of the fact that this is an island. It's totally surrounded by the ocean, and it has a mountain on it, which I believe is around 1,700 feet above sea level. As a result, we expect to get more rain, etc. So it should be a bit damper, but temperature should be around the in terms of Fahrenheit, around 55 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit as an average.
Do you know what the elevation is going to be of your upper shack?
I think it's about 600 feet above sea level. Pardon the feet as compared to the metric system, but this is what we've been told by our American counterparts and friends that are going with us.
So is there any rivalry between Canada and the US?
No. Well, in what regard? In terms of our camaraderie, etc.? Only verbally.
On air or off?
Exactly.
All right. Now, you've made some contacts in your life. What was your most memorable contact?
Oh, that's a good question. I've been on the air since and licensed since 1957, before probably a large contingency of our listeners were born. My most memorable contact, I would say, probably was when I was in Saskatchewan, in the middle of the prairies, with a station in Djibouti, on the Horn of Africa, which was extremely rare in those days and very, very weak. And I remember staying up night after night after night and hearing him, but it was a very short window of opportunity before the propagation dropped out. And but one night I snagged him, and I was so happy. I sent him a Vibraplex key or keyer paddle for him, because I knew that what he had was not very good, and never did hear back from him, so I don't know where it ended up.
Thank you very much for your time today.
You're very welcome.
That was Steve Wright, VE7CT. I'm Onno, Victor Kilo 6, Foxtrot Lima Alpha Bravo.